And we're live.
We're live. We're not live, Mike. We're not live. We're dead in the water, buddy.
Yeah, we're dead right now. But we can talk about some people that are alive.
Sure, it's the wild card week, baby. Week 13. We started this back in 2018, I believe. I think I'm right there, where we abolished, or really, the league as a whole wanted to have some kind of first round bye. And the NFL, unfortunately, doesn't have the option, or at least for a 14-man, to do it the traditional way, where only the first two seeds, the division champions, get buys. So why not hand it out to the top six? You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did, and it's worked, and it went over well, and here we are today, honoring those six guys who don't have to worry about fantasy football for their teams this week. Shout them out. But we have big news, Mike. We have the results of our division champions finalized, who are going to win $100 by the end of the year here. No matter what they do, they're, I guess, minus 100 because it was $200 buy-in, so they got half their money back. Let's shout it out. Mamba 8 division champion, winning 8 straight in a row. Dave Ramirez. Wow. I mean, we can stop right there. What a finish. 8 in a row, Mike. I think he started 0-3, right? Or 1-3. You got it right here.
He had a rough start. The most iconic win streak. I mean, to start off 1-3 and to win 8 straight. Oh God, that's amazing. Also, has the most points scored in the league.
But that's a first for Dave. Shout out to his runner-up, Ryan Hannigan, who for the majority of the year held that spot, the number 1 spot in that Mamba 8 division. He had
it all year. Yeah. All year he had it.
And the tiebreaker, the tiebreaker is points for it. That was also ruled on in 2018. Was a change following. We value the points you put up in this league, and it shows right here having the number 1 spot at 9-3. Jones Exotic Dave. I know he loves to hear it. On the flip side, we had a similar finish, kind of close towards the end there, but finishing 8-4 in the year. Bad News Bears, Devin.
Also, his first time winning the division, right? Or is it his second time winning the division? I think it's his first time. That's amazing, Devin. 8-4. We kind of counted you out here, but I mean, you won the division, and you look good. I mean, it looks good.
Well, we thought he would lose it there towards the end. He started to choke up a little bit, losing Joe Mixon. I mean, his season started off pretty well, and he kind of withheld this position early. But
yeah,
the trade, I think, with Xavier is what really pushed him over the top this year and made him a true contender in terms of winning a championship.
I agree. Big time.
And then
big time. This is congratulations to them too, you know.
Oh, it's huge. You know, they got it. Well, they feel it. They know it. They got $100 already towards their pot, and they have a real shot of winning that number 1 goal and getting that first place trophy, which comes with a hefty $1,500, as well as a belt for the year and a ring to back it up.
Question. How salty would you be if you're Ryan Hannigan and you miss out on winning the league, winning the division by 14 points, and you get knocked out in the playoffs? How salty would you be on a scale of 1 to salty, like 1 to 10? How salty would you be?
I'd be Laurie's. I'd be so upset. Salt. I'd be seasoned, baby. I'd be furious. Because his team also is very good. His team's very good.
Yeah. Amazing. I mean, 2-game win streak,
which is going to result in fantasy points for you. I think he has a really good shot of going all the way. I think Travis Kelce is the number 1 tight end, so that's a good place to be. I'd be very salty. But speaking of salt, on a sour note, let's go over the bottom 4 guys. We got as follows finishing the year: Nathaniel Schwartz. Pour one out for that guy. Me, you, and Xavier, who has been there all year. And speaking of Xavier, he has broken a league record and has finished a league worst 0-12. 0-12.
Yikes, man. Yikes. That's insane, bro.
Hard to believe.
That is. I mean, a 12-game losing streak to not get a win, dude. This is not only is it unheard of, but it's just hard to see because you love Xavier. We all love Xavier.
Oh, Xavier is one of the top. Is tier 1 in my opinion from a fantasy league. If I was going to pick him up off the street and it was a pickup basketball game, I'm taking him top 3.
That's kind of racist, no? Because he's black and tall.
Well,
just kidding.
You ever had a pick?
No.
Pick out of people to build a team of 11? I don't think I've done that.
No. For real, like
analogy.
Honestly, like if this happened to Piani, I wouldn't be that.
Like yeah, kind of expected.
Yeah, if this happened to you, we'd be making fun of you every day of the week, you know? Because this is Xavier, I don't feel happy about it. This doesn't bring me any joy at all. Like, I can't make jokes about this. This is not fun to see, you know? It's just hard to see because this guy is, like we said, we had the best draft and we cursed him.
He was the most scored on. We can go back and look real quick. We get that out of the way too.
Yeah.
Back to the league. I think he was the most scored on this year. If not him, it was definitely me.
1543.
I had 1480. I was the closest, next closest.
Dude, that's a lot. Yeah.
That's going to be particularly the reason for it happening. I mean, last week we could talk about it. Him and Dave had a very close matchup, but Tyreek Hill said, "I'm going to break a record here, and I'm going to put up like 56." And say, "No, Dave, you're going to keep this 8-win streak rolling, or this 7-game into an 8 rolling." But it's crazy. But the power rankings, Mike, we can get into it. You know, you kind of have it here on the screen. I'd say it's pretty much similar as what it is for if you go to overall. But Ryan Hannigan is 2, unfortunately. He's going to lose out to Dave. Dave is our number 1 power in the power rankings. No doubt about it.
He deserves it. I mean, this team is amazing.
Team's
amazing. Yeah. He has a bye week this week, right? Because he's number 1, but he has a bye week this week.
Yep.
I guarantee his team goes the freak off. Like I could just totally see them going dropping 200 points this week. And this is the best kicker. I don't know what anybody wants to say. Is he? Oh, he is ranked number 1.
He is.
Oh my God, he's the best kicker. I'm telling you, bro. He's amazing. I feel awful for dropping him. Had I not dropped him, I think I win. I think I get in the playoffs. I think I make the playoffs.
Sure.
We can have clutch. Yeah. Clutch 124 points.
Dave's weakness is what? Quarterback?
I mean, yeah, he lost Joe Burrow and he lost Drew Brees. I thought Xavier had Drew Brees.
He did. It was picked up. Yeah, Xavier did have. He was picked up.
Oh, he has Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah. I guess his weakness quarterback. But I mean, quarterbacks are all situational, anyways.
Yeah, well, he's always been streaming the whole year. He's been picking up guys. But anyways, Dave here, 1. We already talked about him. Shout out to the division winner. At 2, we have Ryan Hannigan at 9-3, finishing the year. Solid season. We looked at his team. Deshaun Watson has been lighting it up as of late. And Travis Kelce's number 1 tight end, like we said. DJ Shark's been a little hurt these past couple weeks. Robert Woods had a big week last week. I like both these guys. Like I said, I'm pretty impressed. Happy to see it. Let's move to somebody we haven't talked about yet, who is 8-4 in the same division. Took an L to me last week. Ryan Downs, who by the way had a great Sadusky outline. Did he not?
Oh, I think top 2 of the year for sure. Top 2 of the year. Amazing.
Yeah. Fantastic. His team also looks pretty stacked. And think about the depth he has here. He got Austin Eckler back.
Yeah. This is what we were talking about 2 weeks ago. We were talking about how that was last week, wasn't it? We were talking about
he got him back last week. You got him back last week. He played him. Yeah.
Yeah, like the fact that you're getting Austin Eckler back with an already strong team. Look at this, dude. He only had 44 rushing yards and he still came out with 23 points. Not a single touchdown. This man caught 11 catches.
Yeah,
for 85 yards. 11 of his 16. That's amazing. I mean, we already know. I mean, I'm a Chargers fan, so you know how good Austin Eckler is. We all know how good Austin Eckler is. But to get a player like this late in the season that just goes, he doesn't even have Adam Thielen. Well, he's gonna start Adam Thielen because DJ Moore's on a bye, but
no,
he's on a bye. It doesn't even
matter. He has
matter.
a first round bye. Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, he has a first round bye. Yeah,
this team looks very strong.
Yeah, like I said, I think he's still my favorite to win it all.
I love it. That's why we got him here at 3. Let's keep it rolling. At 4 in the Mamba 24 division, Devin.
Yes. What we at here? Bad News Bears?
Bad News Bears, baby. Patrick Mahomes, number 1 quarterback in the league.
He deserves it. Is he? Really? Yeah, he is, isn't he?
No, number 2. Excuse me.
Who's number 1?
It's Kyler. It's Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry. It will finish as number 1, I'm sure, by the end of the year. I mean, who knows? But this team seen some injuries as of late, but still looks pretty strong. He's trying to get that Miami backfield figured out. Shout out, Matt.
Look at this. COVID doubtful IR.
Trying to get it figured out. I don't blame it.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of IR guys. But he's got a bye, so I think a lot of these dudes took the week off. Well deserved. You know what I'm saying? You've earned it. Win a division, you can take a week off. He'll come back.
14. Yo, he'll come back week 14 when he needs them.
When he needs
playoffs.
Yep.
That's amazing. That's great.
We're gonna have some week 14 is gonna be a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Get these wild card teams in. They'll be playing these number 1 and number 2 seeds. It's gonna be a blast to watch. But let's keep it rolling here at 5. Almost winning that Mamba 24 title, Mikey, who's on a 4-game win streak, half a day's win streak. That's notable. The Bee Slayer.
Amazing. The
2 running backs he picked up off of waivers who are just tearing it up for him.
Michael Pittman's off waivers.
We're going to call us the waiver wire team.
This is the waiver wire team. This guy can make his bread and butter off the waiver wire. Gabriel Davis, who he played for, star nominee. And Mark Andrews on COVID, huh? Oh, wow.
Oh, the whole team was on COVID.
He'll get him back, though.
Yeah, they'll get him back.
He'll get him back when he needs them. Yeah, he'll get back when he needs them. This is great. I mean,
strong, too. Looks like it can bang. In the playoffs. Big. It put up a lot of points before. He's put up over 150 before with this squad. I think he'll be a contender. And it sucks because I counted him out in the beginning, said only 3 wins. Look at him here at 7-5. 7-5.
Mm-hmm.
Shouted you out, Mikey. Way to persevere and prove me wrong. At 6, and Mike, I know you're not happy about this one. We have the champ.
No, I'm not happy about this one.
Attack.
I'm not happy about this at all. I don't think this team. I don't know how this team made the playoffs.
His highlight is Devonta Adams and Chris Godwin, right? That's his highlight. You start there. If we're gonna make an argument.
What has Chris Godwin done? Let me see this, because I'm tripping. 17, 18, 15. Actually, okay, I'll shut up.
He's been good as of late. You know what I mean? He had some injury stuff in the beginning. Yeah. Zach Ertz, not good this year.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Eddie Lamb was the trade he gave up. He gave up one of his running backs, which was crazy to me, to you. When he needs that depth here late in the season. I think that was a bad trade by Joe in hindsight. But, I mean, this player has
no. I think if Dak Prescott was here, I think he'd be averaging these amount of points. Like I think he just lost Dak.
I know, but I'm talking about team configuration and the lack of depth at running back. I think he'd prefer to have Todd Gurley here late and somebody else he could throw into the flex spot. I don't know. I mean, Brandon Ayuk should be a running back the way they run him and do things like that, but he's more of a flex player. I just think he has too many receivers, not enough running back depth. I think it's going to cost him in the playoffs.
I don't know, man. I mean, let's talk about Joe here. We've got Wayne Gallman, who's just going off every freaking week. Look, 16, 13, 14, 19, 18. This guy is amazing, and it's frustrating because this guy just it's frustrating because I had Saquon. I could have just picked him up myself. I just doubted every running back for the Giants. But he's going off. Wayne Gallman's going off, and that's all you need, right? And then David Montgomery's starting to look. He's starting to cash out.
David had a big run last week. He had a big game last week.
Yeah, 57-yard run. That's amazing, dude. I mean, Detroit, Houston, Minnesota. Why wouldn't he have 3 great games in a row? Like, why wouldn't you know what I'm saying?
You're making the case for this guy to win the title again?
Dude, never count out Joe. That's what I learned this year. Never count out Joe. His team is not good to me. I don't like this team at all. And somehow he's in the playoffs. So I can't talk.
He got the bye. He was the last.
Got the bye too.
He got the bye. Ranked 6 on the year. Shout him out. He's not playing here in the wild card.
No
One of the guys who is playing, who has made a big move as of late, is at 7. We have Danger Matt, who we counted out early in the year. We wrote him off. At least
you wrote him off. You wrote him off. I didn't write him off. But yes, you're right. You're right. Feeling fine. I like that. I like how he changed his name from what was his team name before? It was Isolated and Weird. He changed it to Feeling Fine because he saw our video. Remember he saw our video? Yeah. We were talking about how he we were worried about him. We're like, yo, I wonder how Matt's doing.
Totally,
he's letting us know.
Can you imagine Matt winning one and becoming a 2-time? I can see it. This is my dark horse right here. Joining that infamous club that Danny originated and Joe has joined recently and becoming the 2-time.
You think so?
I think I could see it. I could see it as clear as day, Danger. If Danger makes the right starts, which I don't know how he could mess this up. His team has a lot of guys who have put up big numbers. If you look at Matt, like on average, the past few weeks, big numbers. I think he's going to continue to do so. And I think, I don't want to get into it. We can talk about his match against Jesse a little bit later, but I think he has a real good shot this week.
Yeah, he does. Let me see it. Week 11. Oh, it doesn't even show me. Yeah, I'm sure this is his running backs are great. Like, we're not going to doubt his running backs. His running backs are fantastic. And I don't know. He's got Chris Carson and Dalvin Cook. That's the basis of any good tandem, you know. Terry McLaurin, I love Terry McLaurin, by the way.
He's got guys who put up big numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at Dalvin Cook, you know?
Yeah. 154 when he needed it. It's huge.
Needed it big. I needed Danny to come through for me there, and he didn't. Sad. Let's keep it rolling, though. We have another wild card member here who's going to be playing in Week 13. Your boy, Chris Piani, who just wanted to get in. That's all he said. Just let me get in. Just let me get in.
He's in now. 3-game win streak. That's how you get there.
Derrick Henry, the best player in November.
Is this guy coming back?
Dave states.
The last couple of weeks of the season. Oh my God, dude! If he gets George Kittle back, how salty would you be if you're Mikey? Let's say for some magic reason, Piani beats Danny right this week.
He ends up playing Mikey.
He ends up playing Mikey, and George Kittle comes back. How salty would you be? I would be salty. The salt is real. Laurie's salty again.
You'd be screaming.
Oh, bro,
Mikey said he may have dropped the gun on that. Dropped the ball on that one, dropped him too soon. But no, I like his squad. Derrick Henry is as good as any other running back, as long as the game script says it. 1,200 yards in the year, 12 touchdowns already. Like, this guy's a beast. He'll probably hit 1,700, possibly 1,700 yards to finish the year. Like,
and he has favorable matchups too.
Went 7 overall in our 14-man. So, on average, where he should go, I think he's incredible.
What happened to Josh Jacobs?
Had ankle injuries.
Oh. Devontae Booker? This is what I'm talking about. Is Joe had Devontae Booker? Let me find out.
Joe has Devontae Booker.
Oh my God. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Joe finds a way to win. Oh my God. We'll get into that. I'm sorry. We'll get into that. I'm getting ahead of myself. Jesus.
At 9, also playing in the wild card spot, Danny.
Yeah. It's a team that revolves around 2 players.
Well, 3 now if you count Michael Thomas.
Yeah. And Brian Hill.
Ball too.
How do you do last week with Todd? Because Todd Gurley was out last week. 5 points. That's awful.
Oh, that's not going to work for him. He won't be playing. He would not be playing that guy. We know who his guys are.
It's a tough one. His running backs are not good, but Damian Harris is good. I don't know. He's going to need a miracle. He's going to need big points out of Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf.
Oh, and
they're playing the Giants.
Yeah. Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf are studs. I mean, this is another team that could have big points out of their top 3 guys and then get a little bit of help from Damian Harris and Jerick McKinnon. I could see them, him potentially winning and upsetting Piani. But I mean, we can get into that later. It's fine. I mean, he deserves to be here. 6-6 on the year. Took an L last week, but yeah, all you gotta do is get in, right? That's all that matters. Last but not least, our last wild card member at 6-6, Jesse Dowd, who stated strongly. I spoke to him. Unfortunately, he was supposed to be our Sandusky Hotline member today, but he got called into work late. But he had a couple words, and I'll say them here. He said, as of now, all teams, you're 0-0. The league starts over here, and it's single elimination. That's what he said, and it's the truth. It doesn't matter what you did in the regular season. I mean, it does for Dave and Devin because they've won their divisions, $100. But other than that, he's right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as you get in, you're playing. And he feels like, yes, he's under the ropes, but he thinks his team can do it. He thinks his team has the ability to win. We'll have to see.
I mean, is Xavier also 0-0, or does that 0-12 kind of stay with them?
He's talking about guys who make the playoffs. It's you're all.
I know.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that helps you.
Injuries, man.
Maybe
Injuries.
they will.
The fact that he's here at 6-6 is incredible. It's incredible, Mike. I mean, he's had guys not play. Kenny Galladay's maybe played 3 games for him this year.
You call it incredible. I call it luck. You call it incredible, but I call it luck. I mean, let's look at his last matchups. This guy won by 3 points, 90. All right. Well, what was week 12? He got beat. Week 10.
Got beat, bro. He's been losing.
Week 9. He got beat.
He got beat.
Week 8. 75, and he still won.
That's an incredible win. Look at Mike. He was 3-5 at that point in the year. Won 4 straight. Incredible, dude. Yeah. No, Jesse's not had a good year. His draft, he claims, is good. Just unfortunate with all the injuries.
I agree.
I don't think it happens, man. But that'll be our wild card members and who's going to play. And I'm excited to see it, man. It's going to be a real fun week 13 here for us.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
And then the bottom 4 guys we already talked about: Nate, me, you, Xavier. I don't know. Do we really need to get into them? I think they missed the playoffs. Like, who cares?
I would like to talk about Nate just for a second. Sure. 4 went out for this guy. I mean, this guy.
Well, he did it to himself.
Nah,
How many weeks in a row you did it to yourself?
I mean, yeah, but look at this, man. Like, I'm gonna pour one out for this. Like, I feel bad for him, Like, that's sad. Like, I know. No, Alshon didn't. Alshon wouldn't have won them this game. Alshon wouldn't have won them this game.
Oh, he did start him, or he didn't?
No, he didn't. 3.5. But look, Jakeem Grant had the same amount of points. 3.5. They both had 3.5. So it wouldn't have won them this game.
This is a different game, Mike. I'm talking about the 2 weeks that were egregious.
I know.
That's the reason why
he lost by 3 points in this week. Yeah, I know. Because he could have started.
I think it's a product of bad coaching decisions, and it didn't pay off for him. It sucks he lost Christian McCaffrey. Yes, that is brutal.
No, he got Mike Davis. I don't feel bad about that. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to see anyone, like, I don't want to miss the playoffs on this margin. Like, blow me out. You know what I'm saying? Like let me put up a dud, or put up like 160. I don't want to get blown out. I don't want to lose by 0.18. Like, that's ridiculous. 0.18? 0.18?
He's in the same situation I'm in because of bad starts. If we would have started the right players at some point in the year, and I've lost a game like this too, less than a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, this year, it's tough. You have tough L's. But you know what about Nate? Took it on the chin. Said that he said congratulated Ryan on the win. And he took it on the chin, which is all you can do when you're here in the bottom 4.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right.
It's just not looking good for Nate. Joe's winning championships, competing in the playoffs, moving forward in that rivalry, while Nate, once again, not competing. It's not looking good for him in terms of rivalry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But still, 0.18, bro.
I know. It hurts. Nate's team is really good. And he would have been scary in the wild card, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, other than that, I mean, anyone else in the bottom four we want to talk about? Let's pull one out. Can we pull one out for Xavier?
We already did.
I mean, this is a tough loss though. Like the week 12 loss. This is a tough loss. This guy put up 131, Tyler. I mean, can't put up 3.9. That's rough, bro. But this is rough. Man, you just needed to beat.
Well, let's start. Will Fuller, Thursday night game, or Thursday evening, really. Balls out, bro. Puts up 35. We're like, it's over, Dave. This is an L.
Yeah, dude. This is an L. This is an L. And we just see Nick Chubb going off. We see Kenyon Drake getting some touchdowns. And then Devontae Parker was a quiet 18. I was like, oh, dude, he's got this. Cam threw a late pick, which was awful. You hate to see that. When they could have. Well, they still beat Arizona.
They're letting Cam go in New England, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have the pieces that he needs. And, like, it depends. If they draft a really good rookie quarterback, at that point, I still would keep Cam. Why not? He's probably cheap as hell. But, I mean, what are you supposed to say? Tyreek Hill put up more points than I did. You realize that, right, Tyler? Tyreek Hill put up 59.9. I put up how much? I put up 56.96.
You're trash. You said your team is better than mine. You said on this show and said your team is better than mine, Mike. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Imagine,
hey, come on, I had -3 for my flex position.
You got real excited about that pickup. The whole league congratulates you on that pickup. It's like, yeah. Well, great. That's great, Mike. You started a guy who has a chance to put quarterback numbers up.
Oh, man. In the flex position, I was like, oh, yeah, he's a wide receiver. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
You're like, I'm starting 2 quarterbacks. You got real excited.
Yeah, I got really excited.
2.78, bro.
Yeah, -2.78. That's the worst stat line ever. No, you know he completed 1 pass in the whole game?
Yeah. Yeah. I watched that game. I was watching that.
No, he played 3 years quarterback in college. He played quarterback 3 years in college. Yeah. The guy completed 1 pass in the NFL. If that doesn't tell you that you're not capable of things, you're not like that's.
Well, no. That just tells you how hard the NFL is. Like it's a different.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. People always think that they could just walk into NFL. Like people think like like I could do that. I could have completed that pass. I could have caught that ball. No, you couldn't have. No, you couldn't have.
The reason why right here is the product. Absolutely.
Exactly. No.
And then. Yeah, I mean, and then we're talking about teams. We can look at my squad. I won my last 2 weeks when it mattered, but unfortunately, destiny was out of my hands. And when it's like that, and when you mess around and you can't create your own destiny, this is a product of what can happen, and you can miss the playoffs.
Yeah, aren't you glad you started Carson Wentz?
McCutcheon's. We'll go back there. Am I up 4-2 over Downs? Series lead. What's up? What's up, Downs? 4-2 against you, buddy. He's like, shut up. I made the playoffs. Where are you at?
I know. He's like, whatever, bro. Who cares?
I love those.
DJ Moore dropped only 10 on you. You feel good about that, right?
Oh, I felt amazing about it. I was like, am I going to lose to DJ Moore here? It's going to make me pay.
How did Jonas Smith put up 0? What the hell?
He got hurt in that game.
Oh.
I don't know how severe.
If you put the 8, you lose this game.
Absolutely. My win before that was a close one, too.
Yeah, well, you deserve this win. I'm proud of you for getting these dubs. I mean, it was too little, too late, but I'm proud of you, man. Proud of you. And I was right about Carson Wentz. I know that Lamar didn't even play, but I'm sure Lamar wouldn't have got 9. I don't think Lamar would have got 18.
He probably had like 15, 13.
What is this? 6 points? Oh, they just blew him out. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, do you see Latavius Murray? He went off that game. It was Latavius Murray's show. I was panicking. In the beginning of the day. I was like, oh, my God. I was like, I can just run the ball all over the place. I even texted Downs about it. And then Downs said, if the Bears win, I'll take a 0 for Aaron Jones. That's sacrifice. I said, I know, right? And then I don't even want to talk about it. The Bears just didn't. They got blown out by Green Bay. But, yeah, man, that's the power rankings. And whichever way we did it towards the end there. But shout out to the guys who made the playoffs and shout out to the guys who have the buys. It's incredible. It's an incredible feeling to get that bye. We've all had it. We know how it feels. It's amazing. But I guess, Mike, last week on the predictions here, you hit a 7 for 7. That is amazing. Shout you out, dude. You got all 7 right, while I only got 1. Bringing the grand total back to 49. We are tied at 49 each out of 82. Ooh. That's pretty good on these. We're 49 out of 82. It's not terrible.
So that's got to feel good. Showing up towards there.
That's got to feel good. We have a good chance to three-peat. Let's get waiver wired. Let's go to transactions at the top there, and ads. And we scroll down, it will show the money. All right, not that far. No, go up. You went too far. It wasn't that many. $11 was me picking up Josh Gordon. Like Xavier, I will not quit. Relentless here. I'm going to try to battle for the Fulton Trophy. I do have a week 13 bye because I missed the playoffs, which it's all right. Bodes well for me in my leagues. I have a little more focus there, but $11. He got reinstated. I think he has a good shot of playing, and nobody's going to get a freebie here. So to the Joes and Mikeys and Devins and Pianis or whatever, the guys who pick up guys late, I'm going to say no. For $9, Kirk Cousins was picked up. That is, as of today, is a starting quarterback for Jesse's team in the Week 13 matchup.
Playing Jacksonville? I agree with that.
Could get up big and hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook a lot, though. It's kind of scary to think about, isn't it?
I don't see them going up big. Vikings are like super shaky this year.
Okay. Moving forward, $8. It's me again. Big Trust picked up Mark Ingram. It only felt right, be the originator of Big Trust.
I like that. He should have been on your team the whole year. Probably would have been good luck.
I know. And then the B Slayer, Mikey, $2, Devin Singletary and Gabriel Davis. You shout out Gabriel Davis earlier for the who we play for. $2 each, not bad. Kiki Kuti, PPR guy, $2 to Xavier. Graham Gano, $1 to Ryan Hannigan. And the champ picked up Sam Watkins for $1.
Yeah, he probably likes his matchup. I'm telling you, Joe's watch him just drop like 30 against Denver.
Won't matter this week, right? You have to buy. But yeah, no, he's.
How many times has Mikey dropped and picked up Devin Singletary?
At least 3 times.
At least 3 times. I'll be honest with you, Mikey. Everybody runs all the running backs do good against the Chargers. So I wouldn't think that this is a sign of things to come. It's not. You're going to drop him next week. Just letting you know. Devin Singletary he's not going to do anything against San Francisco. Doesn't matter. You don't even need it. It's a bye week. You don't really care. But yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
You want to go to the predictions? We only got
Let's
2
do
here.
it.
We can start with the Mamba 8 division. Team Nature Boy versus Danny.
Sierra's real baby daddy.
I love it. Project the win is Piani right now at this current moment.
By 0.6 points.
You can't really trust his NFL predictions, we've been told.
I mean, it's 0.6 points. They're basically telling us that it's close.
Derrick Henry against I like that. The Williams start is a little concerning. Is something wrong with Aaron Jones we don't know about? I don't believe that's true. You just click on him. Just click on Williams. Does it say anything? 17 carries, 70 yards, and touchdowns. Yeah. They got out of the lead and they just started letting him run. I don't think this is a good start. Nothing's wrong with Aaron Jones.
Well, I mean, he lost Josh Jacobs, bro.
He doesn't have an RB2.
He doesn't have an RB2. And he has Tom Brady and Tony Brown on a bye. Tanny's got hit by the bye too. Wow.
Week 13 bye is real. Carolina and Tampa Bay.
McKinnon, I guess. Does McKinnon count as RB2?
I like McKinnon more.
This guy's starting 2 tight ends.
I don't like it.
I don't like that either.
Doesn't have
anyone. No, he doesn't. Manuel Sanders against Atlanta. What's wrong with that? Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill doesn't throw the ball. Right?
Yep, exactly.
4 yards, 5 yards. That's terrible. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to take Danny.
You got to pick somebody up. If you're Piani, you got to pick someone up.
It's not a lot
out there. It's hard not to take Danny. I've seen Michael Thomas drop 30 points against Atlanta every year. Every year this guy drops 30 against Atlanta. Look at this 104 this year against Atlanta. Every year, this guy Michael Thomas just like, oh, it's Atlanta. I got 2 games against them this year. Let me drop 80 points combined between both games. There's no way. I gotta. I mean, I love Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf against the Giants. Yikes, dude! I thought Piani would win this game. Oh, he might get knocked out.
Remember, Piani just said he just wanted to get in. That's all he wanted. You know.
That's not what he wanted. Let's be real. He wants to get in, then he wants to win. This, we know Piani. He doesn't.
All right, I'm rolling with Danny. You're rolling with Danny. It doesn't sound good.
I'm rolling with Danny.
All right, let's move over to the other matchup. The Mamba 8. That was the Mamba 24 game. I'm sorry, I sent you off, didn't I? This is the Mamba 8 wildcard matchup game. We have Danger Matt CVB feeling fine against Zika Virus. Jesse Dowd.
How did Joe get the bye? He's also 6-6.
Joe had more points.
I'm angry. I'm sorry. I gotta calm down. All right, this is a big game here.
Why is that
kicker on the bye?
Where is this coming from?
I don't think his team's good enough to make the playoffs, Tyler. I think every other team deserves to make the playoffs.
Your team.
I agree. And I think all teams are better than I think Xavier's team has a good shot against my team. I'll be honest with you. I like your team more than I like Joe's team.
Oh,
I like Nate's team better than I like Joe's team. All right, I'm talking crap. Anyways, let's talk about it. He got the bye. No. It's okay if he gets in the wild card, but he got the bye.
Yes, he probably didn't expect to get the bye, but he's fortunate and is taking full advantage, I'm sure.
All right. Anyways, let's talk about this matchup here.
Matt's going to win.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. Slam dunk here.
I don't know.
Guys are healthy.
I don't know.
Jesse's guys are healthy. They're healthy. Mostert's playing, man. He played last week. I just think the firepower on Matt's side can go a lot further than what Jesse can do. Jesse can't put up 140.
Galladay's out again.
Yeah. He hasn't had him all year. That's not hurting him.
Yeah.
That's not hurting him. What I'm saying, though, is, I mean, if it's a low-scoring game, sure. That's great. That's great for Jess. I hope he does get that, and he does win here. But if it's a high-scoring game, he can't compete with the other side. He just can't. Antonio Gibson, high score. Dalvin Cook, high score. A.J. Brown, high score. Scary Terry. His name's Scary Terry. High score. Dallas Goedert's been putting up points like no other. Chris Carson is going to rip it up. Like, look at that roster. Dolphins D is good this year. Fin up. On the other side, Kirk Cousins. Like we were just talking about, the game could get away from him. They start handing the ball off. Who they hand it off to? Dalvin Cook. Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert's a big scorer. Yeah, he can put up 20 points in the game, but they're playing Buffalo, whose run defense isn't like as scary as you think. So maybe there's some firepower there. But like Zeke Elliott, man, it's been a down year. I got him in the ESPN League, 10 points. What do we expect out of Zeke Elliott against Baltimore? In Baltimore. 15 at the most?
Yeah.
Sterling Shepard is a 12 to 15 guy. Calvin Ridley's probably his best player to score a lot of points, right? Gets New Orleans, you know. Brandon
Cooks could quietly date, like Indianapolis could be getting into a lot of shootouts.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true for their divisional game, though. I'm just a little worried for him. And I foresee Matt, dark horse, man. I think he might win this and the next one, and possibly the next one after that. Going to a title.
Okay, calm down. Calm down on the Matt hype. You need to calm down on the Matt hype.
I can see it.
Big Ben against Washington. You like that matchup? Big Ben against Washington.
Absolutely. I mean, the Washington D is not like horrendous, but I think they're 11-0 for a reason. They're doing something right over there in Pittsburgh. I just, I
don't like Terry McLaurin against Pittsburgh. I don't like this is AJ Brown against Cleveland. That's gonna be great. Chris Carson in New York, that's gonna be great. But I don't know. No, you're right though. This is a tough one. I think it's closer than you think it is. Yeah. Dude, Jesse has 3 quarterbacks on his team right now. Matt Ryan, Derek Carr, and Kirk Cousins.
You should drop Derek Carr. That's done and over with. He got burned by him last week. Matt Ryan, he can't start unfortunately.
You wouldn't start Derek Carr against the Jets?
Not after what I saw last week against Atlanta.
He looked really bad. He looked really bad, didn't he?
I'm saying, how do you have confidence in it's your wild card game where everything matters? it's tough. It's tough, and I mean, but shout out to both these guys for getting here, and let the better team win. That's all I have to say. And if
so you're going with Matt here.
Going with Danger here. Hate to do it to my guy Jess, but if he was at full strength and if he had the health and his quarterback situation was better, I probably would roll with Jesse because he has good depth, but his depth isn't good enough to propel him here. Not against the juggernaut that you see on the other side with those players putting up big numbers. I project Matt to put up like 130, 135.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I am leaning like 1% towards Matt here, but I'm going to say Jesse just because I want to go against you and I want to take the lead in these predictions. So
I like it.
I'm going Jesse here.
I like it. Well, yeah, I mean that. Unfortunately, no Sandusky hotline this week, boys. We'll get somebody next week, no doubt. Is playoffs. We want to hear about that and hear all the competitors coming in. But once again, man, shout out to these guys that made it top 6, get the bye, top 4, battling here in week 13 for us to watch. And Mike, I know you're still watching football because you got another league.
Yeah, of course, I got my Yahoo league. I'm doing all right in that too. I'm 7-5. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to talk about it this week. We could talk about it next week. But I really do want to put some money down on this Fulford Trophy. Make it a little interesting. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I would love to.
Do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm all in. If you're Xavier and you're 0-12, I don't know how you could confidently bet any money on your team. So maybe when we're playing each other for the finals, we can put some money in then.
That's true. If you think I'll I don't know.
Who knows who plays who? Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
We might play each other out the back.
Yeah, we got a bye week this week. Then we got the consolation game. So next second take, we'll talk about what we can do regarding the Fulford Trophy.
Sure.
But these wildcard spots, man, we'll see. Big games here. Big games.
Hell yeah. Well, all right. Week 13, boys. Best of luck to the wild card, guys.
Best of luck. Sorry about that.
End it.